Kawabanga! Hey, what's up? It's Matt in Japan. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm super excited to be bringing you the More Than Meets the Eye crossover collaborative between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Transformers. This is the Party Wallop. Probably one of the best crossovers yet, in my opinion. I've been waiting so long for this and was a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan growing up. So, taking my two loves of Turtles and Transformers, putting them in one figure, what a treat. So let's get into the package details. All right, so let's check out the package details here. It's kind of a lot going on, but we'll try to pack it all in here. Up top, you do see the Transformers logo, and then you have this sort of tear motif that happens all over the packaging there. Down here, and then you see the crossover logo. I just love how the part of the X is like the pizza. There you see the Party Wallop there, Transformers logo, Autobot logo there, another Autobot logo there. I just love the clamshell design, very cool, very reminiscent of the old school figures there, and it does look like a turtle shell. Down here you do see a toy image of the Party Wallop. Party Wallop, there's that torn image there again. On the side you have the Turtles weapons, the different masks and their weapons. You have the side, the nunchucks, the bow, and the katanas. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Nickelodeon. On the bottom you have some product info. That torn image kind of wraps around there. And then on the back is where we see our product images. So choose your Ninja Turtle. You have Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Raphael. And I think it's very clever the way they did this. 4 masks for one figure. Ultimately, I would love to have 4 different figures, but that could be a bit pricey. So there is the Party Wallop. He converts into the robot mode in 20 steps. And up here you have Transformers 40 years of Ninja Turtles with the Transformers 40th anniversary. So they're sharing some love this year. So cool. I cannot wait to get this Party Wallop opened up and see what this baby is all about. Michelangelo is a party dude. Okay, here's the figure out of the packaging. And before I get into its details, we're going to take a look at the accessories and weapons and how they store on the figure. Now, all the weapons and accessories store on the figure, which is a very clever design. I'm very happy about that. No loose parts. So just starting at his waist here, you can see the size on either side. They just peg in to where the wheels are right there. So those just peg in right there. Now, this is super clever. I really love this. So you have the shoulder pads here. If you bring them up, you do see the nunchucks. So we're going to take these out here, get a closer look. Now, I'm very happy that they used a loose chain as opposed to just like a stiff piece of plastic. So, there's actually some action going on. And there's little cutouts right here that the nunchucks just fit in like that. And you fold that back down and there we go. Next thing is the front. This little turtle thing, turtle logo comes off to expose a little pizza there, a little pepperoni pizza, which is really cute. But it doesn't really, you can't really like change it to the pizza. So it's just the logo. So that's just, we'll plug in like that. Going on the back here, you see the katanas stored. So they just tab in on either side right there. That's about it for the robot mode. Now you can take this chest off. And it does tend to come off, when you're handling it. And you do get like some exposed, we can see the muscles and stuff. And then that is where you will find the gimmick, which is so cool. I love this so much. So basically, you lift up the belt here. You want to lift that up. And then there's just like a little, it's like a rotator post there. So you got L. Let's get this in the light here. You got L, Leonardo, D, Donatello. That one's just plain, just like a no one there. And then Michelangelo and Raphael. So, and then let's keep it as Leonardo. Actually, I have the Leonardo mask on right now. We'll get into that right now. So going to the back, basically you want to fold these down, and then this back part will sort of flip up. And you want to pull that down. So once you put this piece up right here flat, and then you can fold it almost to like a 45-degree angle. And then that exposes all the other masks and things. So taking this part out here, getting a little bit of view here, these two little yellow tabs come undone like that. And then you do see the bow folded up there. And then the 4 masks store in the back right there. So everything stores very neatly, very cleverly on this figure. So very cool. So just folding that up and putting his backpack back down there like this. And then you want to kind of face these up like that. And that is about it for the, and then, obviously his head does, this part does come off here. So you can change. So you're just left with like the blue eyes. So you can just change the top of the helmet or whatever you want to call it, and then change into the different turtles. So yeah, let's go through the details of this figure. One thing I did forget to mention is the chest piece, or the front of the vehicle there. If you turn it around, there's a little tab right there, and there's a port on his forearm, so you can plug that in like so, and just use that as a shield if you want. So that's just something else you can do, another play feature there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice integration into the figure. But anyways, yeah, let's get up close with this guy. The head sculpt, first of all, is classic. I mean, it's classic Turtles. I love how blocky it is. You get the white paint for the teeth, you know, the blue eyes, and then the changeable tops. That is just, you know, what I remember growing up seeing the Turtles looking like. So, and now on the, you know, after you take this off, if you want to put it on like that, you can. I prefer it off, actually, because I love the detail in through here, and I just think it looks amazing. Get some nice silver paint there. The arm pads here are, you know, I think they integrate all the vehicle parts like really well into the robot mode. So I mean, these are cool. These look cool. I mean, I think it would have been fine without them, but I understand why they're there. So yeah. So, and then, you know, you got car parts hanging off the forearms, but nothing major. You got wheels hanging off the hips, and there is some nice molded detailing through the shins here, and then the feet are just spot on. Love those feet. You get like some gray plastic against the green, a lot of yellow, and I love how they, you know, the wheels fold in. It just really gives him some stability. And I mean, because this guy is chunky. He is a chunky bot / turtle. But yeah, that's about it for the details. And then you do have this sort of piece that I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I think it's okay. You get some really nice silver paint for the windows there. And then these little guys have some red paint on them. And that's how he looks from the back. So, and you know, I love his backpack. I mean, we'll see more in vehicle mode, but you know, he does have a backpack, but it's not that bad. It kind of works with this figure. So that is about it for the robot / turtle mode. Let's get into this guy's articulation. So for as chunky as this guy is, he actually has some pretty good articulation. So let's start at the head. The head can go all the way around, and it's just on a little mushroom peg right there. And then you do get some movement. You actually get a nice upward look. And then you got a little bit of side to side. So yeah, you can get some nice expressive looks on his face. Now, if you take these shoulder pads and kind of put them up, the arm will go all the way around. He does have a hinge out to the side. It can only go really that far there. You do have an elbow swivel there. So there's nothing at the bicep. And then you have about a 90 degree for the elbow. And then there is actually hand rotation, so fist rotation, which is very cool, especially like Leonardo when he has his swords there. That is very nice. So that is about it for the arms there. And then he does have a waist swivel, which is amazing. And it feels super tight and super strong. So he does have some waist rotation there. Putting these wheels up to get out of the way, he does have rotation. He can do pretty much the full splits like that. And then kicking back, because of the backpack, you know, you do get some, it only really kicks back that far. But it will kick up quite far, all the way, about 90 degrees. And then you have 90 degrees at the knee, which is very nice. And there's nothing at the, there is a cut here at the upper thigh. And then you have some movement on the foot, which is awesome. It has ankle rocker joint there, and that's about it. Can't really go forward or back. But anyways, yeah, I think some decent articulation. I was not kind of expecting this guy to be as articulated as he is, but very happy that he is. So can't wait to get him in some poses. But for now, let's do some comparisons with this guy. How big is this figure? Okay, now let's get into some comparisons here. So first off, we have Siege Springer. I thought the sort of green and yellow deco would be a good comparison here. And they both have sort of similar shoulder height, actually. But as you can see, the Party Wallop figure is a lot bigger than Siege Springer. And then one more comparison from an old Japanese Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toy. This is what they call the Machine Splinter Wagon, but in sort of his Splinter mode, it's the Mutant or Machine Mutant, something like that. I'll show you the box in a minute. But anyways, I thought that was kind of a cool comparison. This guy actually transforms into the Party Wallop. So, but yeah, as far as like scale, I mean, actually it's yeah, I mean, the turtles were bigger than Splinter, right? So yeah, it's a pretty decent size comparison there, I think. So anyways, just to give you sort of an idea of how big this guy is. Just to show you guys real quick, this is the figure that I was just showing the comparison with. This is an old Japanese release of a Playmates toy. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Road Ready Mutations. Number 48, it says Machine Splinter Wagon. So basically, yeah, Splinter turns into the Party Wallop. There he is on the front, and Playmates. And then it does open up, and it does show you, you know, how to transform him and stuff like that. And then on the back, you got some information, the weapons he comes with, and then like other figures in the line. So you got the Machine Leonardo, Machine Donatello, Splinter, and Shredder. So yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to show you guys kind of where that figure came from. So anyways, speaking of transformations, let's get this Party Wallop transformed into his awesome looking wagon mode. All right, let's get this guy transformed into the Party Wallop. So first thing you want to do is take these shoulder pads, just get them out of the way so we have some room to work with. You're going to take the arms and stretch them out like that, and then you're going to fold down the wrist part like so. So these are angled like that. Same thing on the other side. Fold the arm out and then fold these down. Next thing we're going to do is take a look at the backpack. We're going to unclip the backpack there, and then sort of just take this out, fold this out so you have some room to work with. And then you got to take this part and just kind of accordion it up so it's sort of flush with the roof. That will give us some room to fold down the head. So that head is going to go into that cavity right there, and make sure it's folded all the way down. So you don't, it does kind of stop at an angle, but you want to put it all the way down so it's almost touching this part right here. So next thing you want to do is take these shoulder pieces and move them forward. This is very important. If you don't do this, it's not going to work. And then if you notice, there are little indentations on either side here. These are going to sort of clip into place, folding that up. You're going to sort of soft tab into these little posts right there and right there. But before we do that, you're going to take these yellow pieces where all the storage is, and we're going to fold these out like that. And then just kind of get these out of the way. You can kind of fold these parts up, and then we'll deal with those later. That's actually the last step of the transformation. But for now, let's fold the arms. So like I said, these will sort of soft tab into those tabs right there. So you're going to take this and just fold it under. Sometimes you have to, you know, pick up the back of the van there. But those will just sort of soft tab into place like that. And then this side too, fold this under, slide the arm under there, and that'll sort of soft tab into place like that. And making sure those are straight. There we go. And at this point, we can go back here to the window and then just tab this together like that. And then that will form another tab there that will slot into a slot right there. So securing that. So that is basically the whole sort of top of the roof done. And then speaking of the roof, we'll move to the front of the vehicle now. You can kind of flip these guys up like that. And then there is two pegs on either side of the front that will slot into the roof like so. So you want to just take that, and those will fold down nice and compact like that. So basically you have the top of the vehicle all done. Now we're going to go down to the legs, go down underneath here, and then just turn these out, turn the wheels out, fold the heel spurs in. Again, fold these out, turn the heels, put the heel spurs in like that. And then these parts will sort of fold up. It is on a sort of soft rest in this little peg right here. So I'll take that, sort of untab that, and it'll just fold up like a 90-degree angle like that. Same thing, take this and fold it up like that. And now we can take the whole top of the vehicle and sort of fold it back like that. And you can kind of see where it's going. At that point, you can put these two parts together, and then there are two tabs on either side that'll slot into slots in there. So basically, you have the whole back of the vehicle like so. So looking pretty good. Next thing you want to do is go up here where the front wheels are, and there is a tab and slot connection there. This is on a hinge right here, so you can see there's a hinge right there. So you want to basically just pull that back and then fold this forward so it lines up. I'm just going to unfold this now so you can get a better view. That will unfold. So just fold that back, and then that'll line up right like that. Very easy. Same thing on the other side. Let's just get this piece folded out first, and you can see a little bit better. So you want to take that hinge, fold it back so this lines up like so, like that. And then you're going to take this piece and fold it down and fold this down too. And then you want to take these parts with the four windows and fold these down. Now this doesn't really, there is a little tab right here. It doesn't really, it's kind of sits inside of here, but doesn't really sort of tab into place. I mean, it does, the whole locking mechanism is actually this part right here. So basically you want to get to this point, fold this down, and then make sure that's sort of kind of loosely tabbed in there. And then this last part here will lock everything in place. So basically this will tab into this little slot right there. So once you do that, it tabs everything into place and making sure that it's actually tabbed in right there. So once you have that part down, it will lock everything really, really nicely. So same thing on the other side. So it does look kind of like loose right here. It does look like a little bit messy, but once you fold this down and clip that in, and then that sort of tabs into the leg there, then you have the Party Wallop all transformed. So very, very cool, very fun transformation. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, let's pause and get into its details. All right, let's get into the Party Wallop's vehicle mode details. First thing I want to note is that you are left with the two weapons, which are the sai and the katana. So they do peg in on the bottom here. So the sai pegs in right there, and then the katana pegs in right there. They do kind of stick out in vehicle mode, which is a little bit, I don't know if I really like that, but you know, weapon storage, you can't really complain about that. So anyways, let's look at the details here. On the front of the vehicle, you have the turtle logo front and center. You get some nice red paint for the lights, some silver. I love the teeth there, the white paint on the teeth. And then you have the nice powder blue for the windows that wraps around to the side. You get some nice paint for the side of the windows. And then you get some, we did see this in robot mode, but you get some sort of radar dish and some lights and stuff up here. These are, you know, these can go up and down, and they are blast effect compatible. So you can have some blast effects like that for some action poses like that in vehicle mode. So very cool. The wheels are on pins and they roll really nicely. So you get some nice silver detail on the rims there, and they are pinned. So it rolls. If you have the transformation right, it rolls really nicely. So that is cool. And the side of the vehicle is just begging for some Toy Hacks decals. I'm sure they're going to come out with some sometime soon, hopefully, because it's a little bit plain on the side here. I'm sure they're going to have some window pieces or maybe some extra logos or something on the side there. You do get a little bit of black paint here for the vents on the back. And then from the back, you do get some taillights, red paint for the taillights, and that same powder blue for the windows. And I love the spoiler here. You get some nice green paint for the spoiler, and just on top the turtle shell motif there, looking very, very cool. So overall, a very solid, very cool Party Wallop vehicle mode. And it's very solid. You know, once you get everything clipped in, it's very solid, very tight. Nothing's loose, rolls really nicely. So anyways, let's do some comparisons here. Okay, so for some comparisons here, we got that little Splinter vehicle here that kind of folds up and makes a sort of little Party Wallop. So it does have the similar sort of feeling of the Party Wallop there. You get the teeth and the headlights, the logo. There you see Splinter driving there. Very cute. You get the turtle motif on the top. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the spoiler there. So yeah, just a quick size comparison. So this guy is a lot bigger, obviously. Then another comparison is another Pizza Lovin' collabo that they did with Stranger Things. This is Code Red. So just showing you a size comparison between the Party Wallop and Code Red. So yeah, I think they look pretty cool together. But definitely the Party Wallop is way cooler in my opinion. This isn't a bad collabo and not a bad figure in its own right. But anyways, there's a quick sort of vehicle mode comparison. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into my final thoughts for the Party Wallop. Okay, so my final thoughts for the Party Wallop. This is an amazing figure. You can tell a lot of love went into this figure, a lot of thought, a lot of effort. The design is absolutely stunning. As far as like the weapon storage, you can store it in both vehicle mode and robot mode, and just everything, you know, the playability, the fact that you can change between the different turtles and, you know, change the heads, the accessories, the gimmicks. Everything about this figure is just awesome, and it was a love letter to both Transformers fans and Turtle fans alike, which myself included, I am just over the moon about. So yeah, very solid figure. Everything is very solid. The joints are tight. Transformation is very fun. Both modes are very cool, and I guess, you know, can't stop gushing about this figure. A very, very fun release. This has been the video review for the Transformers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collaborative Party Wallop. This has been Matt in Japan. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more great content. And as always, I'm not going to say till all are one. Let's say cowabunga, dude. And we're out.